Hey everybody, it's Yasin here, slow and rusty, and I've got quite a few emails and private messages about shooting a quick video on my 1983 280ZX Turbo. Nope, I got my phone here. The car, I've owned the car for just under 8 years. It's gone through a lot of transformations in the time I've had it, and to the current point where it is now. I'll run through it real quickly. It's got an L30 motor in it, the LD28 diesel crank, and 240Z 9mm rods, JE custom pistons. The compression is 8.1 to 1. It's got a port and polish head by Whitehead Performance, which is beautiful, and unfortunately you can't even appreciate it with everything that's covering it up. I'll walk around the car a little bit. The intake manifold was custom made by Jamie, former member on Hybrids, and the turbo was bought from Dr. Turbo himself, Mr. Thagard. The manifold, the exhaust manifold, which you can't really see much of, is the South Florida Performance SFP manifold, which I actually have had in a box for over 7.5 years, and it's just gone on the car in the last few months. It's jet coated too, and the turbo is a T3 T4, 360 degree thrust bearings, and stage 5 wheels. It's a pretty solid turbo. It's probably good to 22 thereabouts pounds. My hope is to run the car at around 18 pounds. I'm running BMW 735i throttle body, and I had to do a little bit of messing around with the stock linkage to make all that work. All the intercooler piping was done here at home, and I had my friend TIG weld it for me. The oil cooler, trying to echo some of the old school JDM racers. It's a permacool unit, and behind that is an intercooler designed in AutoCAD. It was made by Corky Bell at Bell Technologies in Texas. The radiator is a Arizona Z car. Dave sent me that radiator, and quite a few braided lines and what have you. So the car actually runs quite good. It's running stock fuel injection right now, but I am getting ready to install a Haltech E6X into the car fairly soon, which I bought. I just in the process of putting together the wiring harness for it. It's got the new tile blow-off valve and the 38mm tile wastegate as well. So also is the Z31 coil and igniter. The car itself is pretty clean. I've built the coilovers for it at home. I just did an oil change on it, so the front's sitting up a little bit on the high side. I'll see if I can get back and get a good shot of the car. And it runs real good. It's only set up to run about 4 or 5 pounds of boost right now with the stock fuel injection, but it's running pretty good as of this morning. Although I'm excited to put the Haltech in, and I can get an engine management system that can complement the motor in the car. I'm sorry if the camera angles is bad. This is the first time using a digital camcorder, so excuse my amateur recording. And that's the car. So with that, I'm going to start it up. It's got a 3.5-inch exhaust, which I just put in last week, all mandrel stainless steel with a custom downpipe, and it sounds really good. Pretty aggressive and very throaty without being too harsh, and you can still have a decent conversation in the car. So with that, I am going to fire it up and you guys can hear it. So here we go. So that's the exhaust, and I'm anxious to hear you guys' feedback. We'll talk to you soon. Bye.